What if I told you that one of the biggest advantages in the modern education is something many people still see as a disadvantage? When people hear the words online education, they often imagine a second choice option. They think of students sitting alone behind screens, missing out on opportunities that traditional universities provide. But here's the reality: the world has changed. Today, some of the world's most valuable skills are learned online. Some of the highest paying careers are built through online learning, and some of the most successful professionals continue learning online long after they graduate. So, maybe the question is not whether the online education is good enough, maybe the question is whether traditional assumptions about education are still relevant in today's world. There are some myths we have. Despite its growth, online education still faces criticism. Many people believe online degrees are not respected. You cannot learn properly through a screen. Employers only value traditional education. Students miss networking opportunities. Online learning is easier and therefore less valuable. These beliefs were more common years ago, but the modern workplace has evolved dramatically. Today, companies care less about where you learned and more about what you can actually do. Can you solve problems? Can you communicate effectively? Can you use modern technology? Can you continuously learn and adopt? These are the qualities employers increasingly value, and online education often develops these exact skills. Education has always been important, but the millions of people accessing it is not easy. Think about the working professionals. You leave for work early in the morning. You return home exhausted. You want to improve your skills, earn a degree, or switch careers, but attending classes at fixed times feels almost impossible. Now, think about parents. Many mothers and fathers dedicated their time to caring for children. Their responsibilities don't pause because they want to study. Traditional education often requires schedules that simply don't fit family life. Consider someone living far from major cities. The university they dream of attending may be hundreds of kilometers away. Relocating may be too expensive or unrealistic. And what about people already pursuing careers? Many professionals want promotions, better salaries, or opportunities in fields like technology, business, health, data science, and artificial intelligence. But leaving their jobs to study full time can put their financial stability at risk. For this for all these people, education is not limited by motivation. It's limited by time, location, responsibilities, and circumstance. This is exactly where online education creates opportunity for those. We have so many advantages for online education. Firstly, flexibility creates opportunity. One of the greatest advantages of online education is flexibility. Learning no longer depends on being in a specific classroom at a specific time. You can study before work, you can study after putting your children to bed, you can study during weekends, you can study while traveling. This flexibility allows people to continue their education without putting the rest of their lives on hold. Instead of choosing between work and learning, many people can do both. Instead of choosing between family and education, many people can balance both. Education becomes accessible to people who were previously excluded. Second, learning self-discipline. Traditional classrooms provide structure. Online learning requires you to create your own structure. At first, this sounds difficult, but this reality is develops one of the most valuable professional skills, self-discipline. Online learners learn how to manage their time, set goals, meet deadlines, stay motivated without constant supervision, take responsibility for their progress. These are not just academic skills, they are career skills. In modern workplace, especially remote and hybrid environment, self-management is incredibly valuable. Third, digital skills for a digital world. The world is becoming increasingly digital. Meetings happen online. Projects are managed online. Teams collaborate across countries. Business operate through technology. Online learners naturally become comfortable with digital tools. They learn how to communicate virtually, they learn how to work independently, they learn how to navigate digital platforms. While traditional students are adapting to the digital world after graduation, online learners often develop these skills from the very beginning. Fourth, lower cost, higher accessibilities. For many people, traditional education comes with significant expenses: tuition fees, transportation, housing, meals, relocation cost. Online education often reduces many of these expenses. Students can remain in their homes, they can continue working, they can avoid moving or expensive cities. As a result, education becomes more affordable and accessible. This allows people from different backgrounds to invest in their future without taking on overwhelming financial burdens. Fifth, continuous learning. The modern economy changes rapidly. New technologies emerge, industries evolve, skills become outdated. The most successful professionals are often lifelong learners. Online education encourages this mindset. Instead of seeing education as something that ends after graduation, learners develop the habit of continuously improving their knowledge. That habit can become a major competitive advantage throughout an entire careers. We can take inspiration from real-world success stories. Many successful professionals have used online learning to accelerate their careers. Software engineers around the world have learned programming through online platforms and gone on to work for major technologies companies. Data scientists have built careers by combining online course certificates and practical projects. Entrepreneurs have learned marketing, finance, and business strategy online before launching successful companies. Even employees at some of the world's largest technology companies regularly used online courses to update their skills and stay competitive. The lesson is simple. Success depends less on where you learn and more on how effectively you apply that you learn. Knowledge only becomes valuable when it is turned into action. The future of education. The future is not online versus traditional education. The future is accessibility, flexibility, and lifelong learning. Technology is changing how people learn. Employers are increasingly focusing on skills and results. Remote work is becoming more common. Global collaboration is becoming normal. In this environment, online education is not behind the future. It is helping shape the future. In conclusion, online education is not a limitation. It is not a backup option. It is not a sign of lower ambition. For working professionals, it creates opportunities. For parents, it creates opportunities. It creates possibilities. For people in remote location, it opens door. For lifelong learners, it provides continuous growth. The most important factor is not whether your classroom exists inside a building or on a screen. The most important factor is your willingness to learn, improve, and apply your knowledge. Because in the end, opportunity don't belong to those who learn in a particular place. They belong to those who never stop learning. And in today's world, online education makes that easier than ever before. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notification for more content on education, technology, and career growth. Remember, the future belongs to those who never stop learning. See you in the next video. Bye.